Hello everyone, welcome back to Devils TV. This is the very day after this Manchester United preview. We have a very special guest today on the show. We have wait, what's your name? Sorry.
Mohak from 1MEFC.
Yeah, we have Mohak from One MUFC, the Manchester United fan channel. So welcome Mohak. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you
on
so
today,
much, buddy.
mate.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. It's a pleasure. Now, of course, we have Neil here who's been here for like what 6 months now. So yeah. Manchester. Very after this Manchester United, Michael Carrick obviously will be in charge of this game in terms of managerial situation. I don't really think anything will change to be honest, because he's probably the one who told, like he's like one of the reasons Ori did get sacked, because he was actually the one who did the coaching. But it's interesting to see
Yeah.
what would happen tomorrow. Mohawk, give us your thoughts on this game.
I mean, your league performances hardly matter when you play in the Champions League. You've seen it in the past with Chelsea. You've seen in the past when Liverpool lifted the title back in 2005. You've also seen it last season as well when Chelsea was clearly struggling in the league, but ultimately they won the European title, that is the Champions League. So for me, sacking the manager won't be a big deal because these players are professional. For us fans, it's a different thing because it take time to adjust to the situation, but these guys been doing this thing for their entire life, and I know that Carrick is the one, but at that moment you have got no other option, to keep him and to play according to his plan. The main thing that I'm looking forward to is the team selection. What is going to be the team selection from Michael Carrick? Because what I've seen and what I've read till now from the reports is that Carrick was the person who was coaching the team, but Solskjaer was the one who was selecting the team. So how difference will it make once the team news will be out, and what playing 11 will he line up against this Villareal side, who is a pretty decent side to be very honest, because we have seen it in the past, in especially in the Europa League, and when they arrived at Old Trafford, they gave us a fight. So it's going to be a very very tough game, but I think with the change in atmosphere, with the change in the managerial setup, it might go in our favor, but you never know. Football is a game of fine margin. It can go either way.
I agree with everything you said there. But the thing is, like, I think Michael Carrick, I'm not really too confident because he's the guy who tried to turn Scott McTominay into himself. Like, he
Yeah.
tried to turn McTominay into himself. So I'm not really going in with great confidence for this game with Carrick. But yeah, it is interesting. Like, because today in the press conference, Harry Maguire actually said
Yeah.
that for a lot of these players, it's their worst time in their careers. And that's a big statement because Harry Maguire has been relegated twice in one season. So that's a big statement.
you
So,
know
yeah, like obviously,
when it's
yeah.
when it's coming from Harry Maguire, I'm not even bother listening to him because he's the worst United captain I've ever seen in my entire life. I've been supporting this club for the last 16 seasons, but I've never seen such a spineless captain, such a captain, such a leader who has got no voice, no command over the dressing room. And especially when you play for United and when you're captaining the side, you must lead the side by an example. And at the moment he's shitting himself on the field. He's the last one that I would look up to whenever the team is lining up against any opponent. And you saw what happened against Watford. The guy took the red card on purpose. I mean, that was unnecessary tackle. No one in their right senses would go for that kind of a tackle, but he went for it. He took the red card and he threw the armband away. Come on, man, that is so disrespectful. And it's not possible that the team wouldn't have known this fact that Solskjaer will be leaving after this game. Because these kind of things happens every time a manager gets the sack. The build up to it begins within the game. And I'm pretty sure that the news would have broke out in during the game, and especially at halftime, that no matter how the result is going to be, Oli is going not Oli is not going to stay. And even after that, the guy, such an idiot he is, scoring against San Mirano, and then celebrating like this, and then coming into the next game against Watford. And what the fuck was he doing? You're fucking captain of Manchester United. Come on, grow up, grow some balls, take the responsibility. And the same guy got relegated twice in the same season. Come on, man, it's laughable if he's saying this, that this is the worst period in his entire career. This cannot be true.
Yeah, well, to be honest, we haven't really had a good captain since Antonio Valencia.
I mean, even
Um,
Anthony, even Ashley Young gave his everything whenever he played for Manchester United, and whenever he wore that armband, because he played at the left wing, played at the right wing, he played at the left mid position, he played at the right mid position, he played at the left back, he played at the right back, he played as a number 10, he played as a second striker, and he played as a number 8. So that is a complete package that Ashley Young used to give us. And look at Harry Maguire. The guy is slow on the turn. The guy rarely heads the ball into back of the net whenever he plays for Manchester United. In his last 3 years, he has just scored 3 goals from set pieces. Fuck off. That's seriously.
yeah, it's disappointing. So, yeah, so sorry, me a little bit isolated here. Yeah, give us your thoughts on this game, man.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, not a problem. Yeah, but he was. Yeah, I completely agree what Mark said. Completely agree with you, man. And talking about before the game, I would just say that means in the Watford game, actually, I was disappointed. One thing I would say, I was disappointed with the lineup because in so many players, because I was watching you, Mohak, in your live on Instagram. You were also fuming a lot because of the lineup. I was also fuming a lot because Luke Shaw, for the past so many games, he was like shitting himself. He was not good. I know that he is a good player as an individual. He's a good player, but you can't always trust on players who are out of form. And favoritism continues in this club when Oli was there. I hope that this doesn't continue under Carrick. Hopefully, it doesn't continue under Carrick because, and especially Luke Shaw. Then I don't know why the hell Scott McTominay again got picked up. I was happy that he got subbed off at halftime, and Donny came on, and I was happy that he scored. The big change in game, big change in midfield. I saw a big change in midfield. Even Matic was doing nothing in that game.
Absolutely.
And I would say in Ollie's last game, he actually used Sancho in the correct position. Just give me a minute, guys. 1 minute.
Yeah, but
So
it's
yes,
it's so
as
ironic.
absolutely, and
Yeah, but
as absolutely, that the Dorney thing, it's absolutely ironic.
it's so ironic that that the last goal and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer header is scored by Donny van de Beek.
But no hard feelings against Ole. He's a legend and
Yeah,
he'll always be a legend, and he did his best. It was the Glazers who exaggerated the whole situation. The guy shouldn't have been in charge after that Liverpool game because he hit the rock bottom in that game, and no way a manager like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who is such a soft-hearted person, would take the command over this dressing room and would tell their players that, guys, you need to up your standard. And if you're not playing for the fans, at least play for yourself. Your dignity is on the line. And these people who are attending the games at Old Trafford, who are traveling away to watch their team play, they are earning the money. They're working throughout the day, earning those money and spending them on the match days. And if these players are not realizing the value of this crest, no one in the world can make them play for Manchester United. If the feeling that they're not getting inside Old Trafford, the support, even against Liverpool, after going 2-0 down, Old Trafford was singing, but after that fourth goal went in, it was dead. And that was the day. So this club lost the soul, and Solskjaer lost the support. They kept on singing his name, but he was not getting the kind of support and the kind of trust that he used to get.
yeah, it's really saddening. And Ole, of course, he did this one last interview and he cried, and that it was a bit emotional to see. Uh, and a bunch of twats on Twitter are using that clip for retweets. So that's
Just want to say one thing that I think so. In all his last match, he actually used Sancho in the correct position at right wing,
Absolutely.
and in which we were
Absolutely.
desperately wanted to see him. And actually, I thought he and Van de Beek were playing good, and this was
Brilliant.
Sancho's best game in a United shirt, in my opinion.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, there's this one thing. If you look at his off-the-ball movement, both Donny's and Sancho's, it became better. Sancho's off-the-ball movement became better when Donny stepped onto that pitch, because he was giving him the freedom to make those runs into the channel. Because Donny was what Donny was doing. He was making those in behind runs, and by doing that, he was pulling the defenders towards him. And I've said this many a times during my analysis as well, that whenever you've got a player like Donny Van de Beek or a player like Bruno, who attracts the defense towards them, you'll get spaces, and
Space.
in those spaces, players like Sancho, players like Rashford, and especially players like Ronaldo. Ronaldo did not score the goal, but he got three open chances when Donny Van de Beek stepped onto that pitch, and that tells you a lot about the creative side of the game. That tells you a lot about how one single player can turn around the whole scenario and the whole atmosphere on the field.
Yeah, and like the thing is, like I think, like if the new manager comes in, and if Van de Beek starts to start for this team week in week out, he'll instantly become a fan favorite because good thing
He's already a fan favorite.
He's
he is,
already a
yeah,
fan favorite.
He's already a fan
yeah,
favorite. There's no
yeah,
doubt about it.
yeah, because we all know how much Donny loves the club. Like if you asked him which club he would want to play for right now, out of any club in the world, he would say Manchester United, and that's why he came here. And he loves the club so much. He stayed here 1.5, one and what quarter of seasons, not getting enough game time at all. But he still stayed here out of his love for the club. And if Ollie still stayed, I think he would have gone in January. But if we bring a new manager now, I think he can turn his United career around, and that'll be very exciting to see.
I'll tell you one thing, that Donny is the kind of a player that was required under this system, and even under Solskjaer system. But Solskjaer was in a dilemma who to use. Should it be Pogba because he's your costliest player, he's a World Cup winner, or you would give chance to a player who has come from the Ajax academy, who is still very young, and
Hannibal.
who still has got so many years under his belt. But no player in this generation would sit on the bench for the entire season and will wait for his opportunity, because it's a business game these days. If you don't play, your market value will go down, and if you don't play, no team, and especially the national team, won't consider you. And ultimately that has happened with Donny Van de Beek. He's been thrown out of the national side. And now I'm just hopeful, and I want, and I'm praying literally, that whoever comes in uses Donny Van de Beek, and uses Donny Van de Beek week in week out, because this guy deserves to start.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
And now Pogba is leaving. Just wanted to
He
add
has to
one thing
leave.
about Paul. Just wanted to add one thing about Paul Pogba. Sorry, Teeth and Mohawk, if you love Paul Pogba, I just don't
No,
care if he leaves.
no,
I just don't
no,
care if he leaves. I just
no.
don't
I
care.
want him to leave. Neil, to be very honest, I want him to leave. I have had enough of his drama, in the last five
Yeah, yeah.
years.
Raiola.
Same with me also. Same with me also. After I don't know, because it's every season coming in that Pogba will leave, Pogba will leave. We even signed Donny for a Pogba replacement.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We
And it's
signed
laughable.
we signed the Pogba replacement 1.5 years before Pogba actually left.
I'll go straight into the stats now. We brought Matic because we wanted to play Pogba a bit more in a freedom role. Then Pogba was shifted in the number 8 role. Then we tried him on the number 10. For some games he delivered. After that he came back to his basics. He was shitting himself up. Then we tried him on the left wing. When Rashford wasn't there, he was playing on the left wing. And last
He was
season
perfectly
Rashford
fair.
suffered because of Pogba's presence on that left hand side, because Rashford was moved to the right hand side, and Rashford is absolutely dog shit whenever
Yeah, yeah,
he's playing on the right hand side. And
yeah,
last season Paul Pogba wasn't delivering, and at the start of the season Paul Pogba gathered 7 assists in the initial 4 games, and I was like, okay, if he's delivering, let's see what till when he can actually deliver. And the very next game he proved me right, that this guy lives in moments, this guy delivers in moments, and he cannot be and for all those people who say that Paul Pogba is a different player whenever he plays for France, guys, he plays for France like 10
Damn
10 games
well.
in the whole season game. In the whole season he just play 10 games, and for United you are here to play 50 plus games every season. That changes the whole scenario there. And once again it's like change in atmosphere, change in the the team selection, and everything changes the whole thing. And Paul Pogba is the kind of a guy who likes to have freedom. No one should bother him. He likes to keep the ball. Every now and then he loses possession. Every now and then he raises up his arms in frustration. Go get up, get the ball. That's what you're supposed to do.
And
That
his
was like,
defensive work rate
yeah,
is, and his
yeah,
defensive work rate is abysmal.
yeah. I just
It never
Absolutely.
goes
yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah. I just want to add one thing that it could have. I think so. He played like that in the Syria with you with Juve, but in Premier League is a completely different league. You can't do that type of bullshit in the Premier League. Even teams like Sheffield United in the Championship also, the teams will like they will like tactically foul you, or it is more of a technical game, or
Absolutely.
more of a tactical game.
But you know what's but you know what's the sad thing? I think if like he's probably going to go to Madrid, I think he'll do very well at Madrid.
I
Uh,
don't care. I don't care wherever he's going. Just leave.
Yeah, just
That's the
leave.
only thing. That's the only thing that I care about. I know that you are a world class player. I know you have so much potential, but we in the last 5 years haven't seen that potential or those kind of world class performances on a regular basis. And when you get a salary like 275K per week, and when you are demanding 550K per week, you should be performing at the highest level. You know, up your standard, raise the bar, show us what you can do. And he's not doing anything.
He's not doing.
yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. Well, if we've started for a long time, so I think let's get into the starting 11 that we will pick for this
Sure.
game. Okay. So can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, yes, yes.
That's
Okay.
pretty good. That makes
Yeah.
things very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So I guess let's go with a 4-2-3-1 because that's what Ollie used. So I'm guessing that's what Cardiff will use.
Yeah.
So in goal, David De Gea, I would go for.
yeah. De Gea, yeah. I would
The
go for
Haya
David.
is undroppable.
Two penalty saves. Like, I still can't believe it. Two penalty saves against Watford. Two.
I
Man.
guess our player
And
of the
three
season.
three in this season itself, and in the last 5 years he has just saved one. So he's on another level at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
Two centre backs has to be Maguire, Lindelof has to be.
Yeah, Maguire and Lindelof. Unfortunately, yeah. I just hope that if Mr. Pochettino means I would take anyone except for Brendan Rodgers. I won't take Brendan Rodgers. If Pochettino comes in, he should strip off Harry Maguire from captaincy and give it to someone like Ronaldo or Bruno.
Thank you, Neil, for saying it, because you've been reading my posts on Instagram, and you know
Yeah, yeah,
how
yeah,
much vocal I've been in the last 1 month and 1.5 month.
yeah, bro. I can understand. I can understand.
Yeah. Right back, yeah, has to be Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, I mean, Wan-Bissaka.
Because
I mean,
Delors was
uh,
shites against Watford. He was shites.
yeah, because he was used at the left. What is the point of bringing in Alex Telles then? What is the point of bringing in Alex Telles as a backup left back?
Yeah. At left back,
It has to be
I would
Alex.
go. I would go for Telles. Yeah.
Has to be Alex Telles.
Has to be has to be Alex Telles. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, he scored against Villareal last time as well.
But if you are asking me, what would be my pick as the second center back, it would be Victor Lindelof alongside Eric Bailly and not Harry Maguire.
Yeah,
Well,
actually, yeah,
Carrick. I mean,
yeah,
well, to be fair, Carrick he won't drop Maguire. I don't think.
No, I know, but if you're asking me, what would be my preference, or even you guys won't pick Harry Maguire at the current situation, with the way
yeah,
he's performing.
Okay, let's
yeah,
put
yeah,
Biden, I guess. Put
yeah.
Biden.
You know what? Because Maguire last season, I saw one thing about Maguire, that Maguire and Lindelof as a couple, they are shite. They are shy. Maguire and Lindelof as a
Because
couple, but because they don't have the pace, Lindelof doesn't have any physical presence in the field. He
similar
does.
weaknesses, Neil.
Yeah,
Similar
yeah, similar,
weaknesses.
similar. But Maguire is, he's like physically strong, but I can't see it this season. I can't see it. I think so. It's the same with Maguire and Varane, because I have seen, because they are more comfortable as as a pair, as a couple centre backs. But Maguire and Bai also are perfect centre back couple. But
But one thing I always notice, like, have you noticed that whenever Maguire plays with Bailly and whenever Maguire plays with Varane, Varane and Bailly always seem to outshine Maguire.
I'll say one thing here, and I don't know whether you'll agree or not, but Lindelof is a better defender than Harry Maguire.
I won't agree with that
on
because
the current form, yeah, I will. On the current
current
form,
Yeah,
form, I mean,
no,
on form,
I,
yeah.
I'll
But like,
no, I'll tell you why. He's a much better ball carrier. He's a much better ball player, if I'm building from the back, the go-to guy would be Victor Lindelof. His deliveries, the over the top deliveries for Marcus Rashford, the way he picks his run, is brilliant. And not just this season, he has been doing it for the last 4 seasons, 3 seasons. Victor
Well,
Lindelof.
well, he
Also,
got,
the
like,
both. And now, if we are comparing the two players, Lindelof is slow on the turn. Maguire is also slow on the turn. Harry Maguire wins the header, but those are directionless headers. And Lindelof, he's not that good in the air. But what's the use of Harry Maguire's height if he's not protecting? Look at the number of corners that we conceded last season, and on majority of the occasions, it was Harry Maguire who was at fault. And people tend to put the blame on the players who are easy to target: Fred and Lindelof, not
Fred and Lindelof.
McTominay, not Maguire.
Yeah, yeah.
well, I think, I mean, well, to be fair, Lindelof, he cost us a lot of goal last seasons as well because he got bullied, like bloody hell, like he got bullied more than a bloody 9-year-old nerd in high school, like fucking hell. He got like Lindelof, like I can remember so many goals last season, like in the
But same
final.
happened. Same happened with Maguire, isn't it?
Yeah, Maguire also. Yeah, yeah. It's a Spurs game, Keith. Remember Spurs 6-1.
Uh, oh, that or not.
Luke Shaw, Merrick Maguire, and look at Liverpool versus United. What the fuck was he doing? And Leicester versus United, man. Such an idiot.
That was more. I because we post Fergie era. I
Uh,
haven't seen these three I haven't seen three managers: Moyes, Van Gaal, and Mourinho concede 4 goals at first half.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Nemanja
well,
Matic. Matic has to be
Matic,
there.
Matic and
Has to
Yeah,
be
Donny.
there.
Matic,
Matic
Donny.
and Donny. Yeah. Safer
Like I
pick.
know, like but Matic, I won't
But
actually put him because like I don't think he can play because he played the full game against Villareal, so I
yeah.
don't think
So
he's
I'll go with Fred. If Matic
Fred.
is not there, I'll go with Fred because he brings the
Yeah,
intensity.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a
yeah.
better player than Scott McTominay, to be very honest.
No, I mean I would say like it depends on what you're talking about. Like if you're saying like I think Fred's a better CDM than McTominay, but I think McTominay as an overall player is better than Fred because because like I don't know why no one has seen this, but why does McTominay never run into the other opponent's box? He's shown multiple times
Because
that he's a box to box player.
he only makes those runs for against sides like Leeds because they gave him that kind of opportunity. Because Leeds has that kind of a tendency that it's just one way: attack, attack, attack. They don't know how to defend. And especially in these kind of games, McTominay has thrived. But if you are talking about low block teams, McTominay has been absolutely shit.
Shit,
Um,
absolute shit. Yeah, yeah. And still means, I would say that, yeah, I completely agree with you, Fred. Yeah, definitely. In the January, we should go for a CDM like, Frank Casey, then
Chumi.
put him beside Donny. Put him beside Donny, Frank Casey and Donny.
Absolutely.
Wait, I just thought of something. Paradise, what if Poch comes in? Would we go for Paredes? Because Argentinian PSG player as well formerly.
Could
CDM.
go for Paradise. Could go for Paradise. I'm not saying that we should
Yeah.
not. But then again, if Bissouma is available for a lesser amount, why
Nah,
not
man,
go
he
for
went to jail.
Bissouma?
He went to jail, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, criminal offense, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
criminal offense.
Yeah. But then again, you have Ruben Neves as well, who is available, and your number one target is Declan Rice. If you're ready to pay the amount, go get him. What's the big deal? And you look at
But
the stats for this season; he has been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
well, my number one pick would be Chouamini from Monaco.
Could be, but
Yeah, yeah.
remember the last time Chelsea went and get a player in that position, and that was, if I'm not wrong, it was Bakayoko, and
Bakayoko.
he was abysmal, for
Yeah, he
Chelsea.
was a
Not
mismatch.
everyone is Fabinho.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, to be fair, Pogba said that he was very good. So
Yeah, I just want to, say one thing about the CDM that people are talking about Declan Rice, Declan Rice. I mean, sorry to say Mohawk, Declan Rice, but I think that because of that English tax, it's way too
No, I'm not
overpriced.
a fan of Declan Rice, to be very honest.
Yeah,
I was completely against it. I was
same. I'm
completely against
also,
it.
I'm also, I'm also, I'm also
But then,
because yeah, yeah,
but if
yeah.
he's your number one target, go for him. Don't
Go
wait
for
for
it.
another team, to go and get him. If you are absolutely, ready to spend that money, get your men. Don't put the blame on the manager that he was the one, who did not approve for his name, because I know that Solskjaer was really interested in him, and it was the board who never wanted to spend that kind of money. If you ask me
Yeah,
personally, I would go for NDD. You have to pay the similar kind of amount for NDD. Go and get
Yeah,
your man, Premier League proven, a better player, a better overall
experience,
destroyer. And the
experienced.
the physical presence and everything is way better than Declan Rice.
yeah.
Yeah,
I would actually come to the point also that my first preference would be Frank Kessie. I know that he's from a different league, but his contract is expiring next season. We could get him for less than 20 million in this January transfer window. He's actually way more better than Declan Rice, more fast, more physical. He's more
Absolutely.
he's more technical. I like Frank Kessie. My second choice would be NDD. I don't care if we get any of those two. Just get a world class stadium like them. Just
I
get
agree. I agree. Absolutely agree.
uh, front three, I would go for Rashford, Ronaldo, and Sancho.
yeah,
I
Sancho.
mean, no brainer. Get Just place them up front.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and yeah. One more thing that speedy recovery. Mason Greenwood actually he was
Yeah,
contracted
yeah,
with COVID
he's
19.
yeah,
probably.
Speedy recovery,
yeah.
man.
Speedy recovery to him, and I hope we get the win tomorrow night, because it is needed to change the mood inside the dressing room, and especially to settle this unsettled fan base. This impatient fan base. It is very necessary, and that would this victory against Villarreal would actually secure our Champions League place for the
Yeah, I
next
know.
round.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
top spot as well, I believe. Top spot.
Yeah, top
Top
spot
spot in
as
the
well.
champ, and it is confirmed that we will be in the
I would love it if I would love it
But
if
imagine,
if I, know, I would love it if we finish top because against young boys we could put a reserves out.
but
Alanga,
imagine,
Hugo, Ahmad,
but imagine, imagine,
Hannibal.
imagine, imagine us finishing first, and if PSG finishes second, then we'll be facing PSG. It is possible that we might face PSG.
oh my god. Yeah, possibility. Yeah, you can say that. Possibility, but means we have to
Let's
win
hope
tomorrow.
City
I
finish
just
second. Let's hope City finish second because we can't get so
Yeah,
I yeah, yeah. No, we who actually won one sec. Which team you said?
City,
I didn't.
City.
City, City,
Man
City,
City.
Man
But we
City.
Yeah,
can't. But we can't get an English team in the round of 16. We can't get
Yeah,
an
I
English
know.
team.
That's
that's
why I
what
said
he's
it.
saying. That's what he's saying.
Oh, okay. Okay. That now I got it. Okay, but
Okay.
one thing I would like to say another thing that means Ollie he used his favorites of McFred in midfield, which was like complete headache, a very bad headache. To watch McFred in midfield. I know it worked against Spurs, but still means no McFred. But I'm now fearing that with the coach now with the Ollie has left, but Carrick and McCann are still at the still at United. They
Let's
will
not
pick.
forget. Let's not forget. Mike Phelan was the assistant manager. He was helping Ollie picking the team, and he's still here.
Yeah, he's still here. Oh my god.
You know, uh, I mean, I would like to end this in this way that Ole was part of the problem, but he wasn't the actual problem. The actual problems are the owners, and they are still here. These three who are still at the club, Kieran McKenna, Michael Carrick, and McPhelan, are also part of the problem, and they just scapegoated a person instead of sacking the entire bunch that was responsible for the shit show that has been going around for the last 2 months.
Yeah. And it's like it's honestly disgrace. It's well by the grace. It's how they've thrown Ollie under the bus because like Ollie's probably like, why the hell am I getting sacked? They're the ones who are coaching the team.
Absolutely, but Solskjaer has this soft side of his. Even in his interview, in his last interview, he said that he loves Carrick to bits, and he has wished players, and he has told them just play. Realize that you are playing for Man United. Man, how can someone hate Solskjaer? I don't understand. It's hard to hate him. He's such a lovable guy, and he's such a pure soul. I was heartbroken when I saw that picture, him hugging that fan. It was such an emotional picture, and him breaking down during the goodbye interview was so tough to watch.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it was, it means really, really, means it's not good. And one thing about Souls Oli that I loved a lot about Oli, that he never ever criticized his players, an individual
Absolutely.
player. He never ever criticized his
Absolutely.
players. He always used to
Absolutely.
back his players. Look at Mourinho. He clearly shamed Luke Shaw and so
Martial, Luke
many. Yeah,
Shaw,
Martial, Luke Shaw, Van
Paul
Hal.
Pogba. Paul Pogba.
Yeah, Paul Pogba. Yeah, Van Hal used to criticize
Pogba,
Rooney, Di Maria. Means Di Maria, I don't care about him, but still, he
And
used
Di
to
it
name
was,
Maria.
after.
it was because of Enhal. Di Maria opted to leave.
Yeah. It was because of
Because
Van Hal.
Di Maria was in form of his life. He came after winning the UCL with Real Madrid. He was their best player in the final. Then you started using him as the second striker. You started using him as the number 10. You started him as a number 8 as well,
Was
and striker as well. He was Venal
Yeah,
was
Also, one thing, also like sorry to interrupt, but one thing I never got was that one Mata. Why did we use one of the best cams in Europe after right? I don't get it.
yeah. Actually, yeah. Van Hal used to use
we
him
need
at the
to
right.
ask we need to ask the coaches, what they were thinking, because
Even Jose and Oli use Mata after right.
absolutely. And I don't understand why, because he's the best number 10 that I have seen, the most graceful number 10 that I have seen. Because the chances that he creates, it's effortless. When Bruno creates chances, it appears on the field that he is actually trying a lot. But Mata's creation was effortless, same as David Silva at City. Both are class players.
Yeah, like Mata's passing kind of reminded me of Pirlo. Like it was that good.
Yeah,
And
perfect
yeah.
weight on the pass.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but why? But why? But I don't get it. Why has the board given Mata a 1 year contract extension? Why? We aren't even using him. Even the Carabao Cup games are over. I know the FA Cup games are coming, but still, why have we kept a player? I mean, I know because of experience, but still, why?
And
Yeah,
Mata's like, and like that position at Mata, if Mata left in the summer, that could have been Hannibal on the bench. That could have been Shota on the bench. That could have been Ranga
absolutely.
on the bench.
Once
Well,
again, it's down to the management. And everything comes down to this single point, that the system, the hierarchy needs to change. And if they are going to be here, we've been suffering for the last 16 years. I mean, I've been supporting United for the last 16 years, and Glazers have been at this club for the last 16 years. So there is some correlation, with these two things.
uh,
We are fighting for our relevance in the league at the moment.
yeah, and it's disappointing. And yeah, so let's do score predictions. Neil, you go first.
Um,
Um just wait a minute. I have a call, so I'll
Yeah,
receive
oh,
it
yeah,
and then I'll answer.
yeah,
okay,
sure,
okay.
sure, sure.
No, sure.
Yeah. So one thing I would like to say that win tomorrow, please, United win. And yeah, I would go for you know, um, it's really tough because with Carrick in charge, it will be really tough because we will be playing a low block team. We won't play, we will, as Yusuf said, tiki taka yesterday. You know what I'm saying. But we would be playing a low block and hit them on the counter attack. But I think so. We would win. I'm going for a win. Obviously, I will go for a win. 2-0 United.
2-0 United, okay.
Uh,
Oh,
2-1, 2-1,
how
2-1, 2-1, 2-1,
2-1,
2-1, 2-1.
2-1.
As simple as that. I know that we are going to concede because we are in shambles at the moment at the back, and if we will get a clean sheet, it will be a very big boost for the team, and especially for David De Gea, because he deserves it.
Yeah, he deserves a clean sheet. 1-1. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's reasonable.
And one thing to add that please Varane he's out for the Chelsea game as well. I'm really really tense what will happen against Chelsea as well. I'm really tense.
And that's another thing
Absolutely.
that I didn't like about Oli. The amount of players that have gotten injured because of Oli overusing them. Like McTominay had bloody groin surgery, and he played 3 games in 7 days after coming back.
Absolutely. Okay, so guys, I have to leave because
Okay,
there is
okay.
this office meeting that was scheduled at this time. So
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
so sorry for the trouble,
Fine, it's fine, it's
but
fine.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fine.
I
fine, it's
loved
fine.
it. I loved it. I mean, we'll keep on doing this on a regular basis. Don't worry about it. And it
Yeah, yeah.
was lovely, attending this and having a word with you. Keep on doing it. All the best. And if you need any help, any guidance, you feel free to drop me a message on Instagram, or Neil has my number on WhatsApp. We'll
Yeah, yeah,
interact
yeah.
and we'll discuss everything.
Sure,
Okay?
man. Looking
Yeah,
forward. Looking forward to do a collab with you again, man, in the future.
Sure,
yeah,
sure, sure, sure.
yeah,
Goodbye, guys, and all the best for
yeah,
tomorrow's game.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
man. Same to you, man. Same to you.
yeah.
Yeah. See ya, man.
Same,
Thank you,
See
same.
ya.
thank you, thank you.
Uh, yeah, pleasure having him on the stream. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and please add his his YouTube channel on the description, please.
oh
Request.
sheets. Oh wait, oh yeah, I should actually do that. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that after the video. Okay.
Please go and check his account. Means his YouTube channel makes some amazing content. If you are a Hindi speaker, then only. Yeah, if you're English, then not a problem as well.
I mean,
Not a
I mean,
problem.
maybe, I mean, maybe I just maybe as subtitles. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so yeah, yeah, excited. I'm excited for tomorrow's game. Like bloody hell. Like Neil, if Donny and Matic starts tomorrow, then
Yes! 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 Oh my god, I'm really tense. If Donny and Fred also start, because we need Donny to play week in week out. We need him to play week in week out, and I think so. And I just want to add one thing. Means I don't know, but I'm getting the fears of McFred tomorrow, because but I don't think so that can happen, because Ollie used to pick up the lineup along with Phelan, but now it's Carrick. So I think so it's Carrick. So I think so he can pick up the 11, and I guess he knows that these players deserve to play.
yeah,
And after
and I think like Carrick coaches the team. So and like everyone always says that Donny works very hard in training. So I'm hoping that Carrick rewards Donny for training so hard.
yeah, and under new manager with Poch, or I think so any manager would start Donny alongside with Matic
I
on.
think Donny would fit in Potts' system like a glove because like the way he plays like fat like Potts. I believe he plays possession based football, right?
Fast build up.
Fast builder, possession based football, and Donny and like a lot of our players suit that. Like Van de Beek suits that, Bruno suits that. To
Ronaldo.
be fair, Ronaldo, yeah, because yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, because like yeah, we could, yeah. And off the wings, I'm pretty sure that would suit us as well. And yeah, I think Pochettino's system would fit us pretty well. I would also love Ten Hag, of course, but he'll probably have to come next summer if we want to
My
get
first
him.
preference will be always Ten Hag. My first preference would be always Ten Hag.
Yeah, my first choice would be Zidane, but he doesn't want the job, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
yeah, and Pochettino's actually trending on Twitter. Wait, hold on, wait, let me go to Twitter one time.
I actually got a message, not a message, but a notification from the Sun that is Sun a reliable source, first of all.
No,
Okay, so it says that Pochettino is ready to leave the the PSG job, but actually in Sky Sports also it's trending that he actually is interested in joining Manchester United, and he can join, because Zidane is waiting for either for the PSG or the France job, and Poch can join in after the Villareal,
uh,
hopefully
Fa-
after the.
Fabrizio Romano has said that Maurizio Pochettino is super appreciated by the Manchester United board.
And I guess
And
he's
also,
interested in the
oh
United
wait,
job.
this is very interesting. Samuel Lucas of the Manchester Evening News has said that Mauricio Pochettino wants to join Manchester United now rather than wait until the summer. That's by Samuel Lucas of the Manchester Evening News.
Yeah, I know him, Sammy Lucas. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I would take him. I would take him anytime. I would take him.
Yeah, I would love Pochettino at Manchester United, and like it would make sense if Sky Sports News has been told Mauricio Pochettino would be interested in the managerial position at #MEFC. So yeah, it's clear. I think which who Danjuma is out. Okay, I have no idea who he is.
Danjuma, who the hell is he?
I think he's a Villareal player.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. What
Um,
was saying?
Okay, yeah. So I think Pochettino is interested in joining Manchester United, and I will, and if he does want to join, I don't see why we don't go and get him because PSG. It's not like they. It's not like it's like Zidane's right there. I'm pretty sure Zidane is interested in the PSG job. So Zidane to PSG, Pochettino to United, perfect. He
And yeah,
is.
PSG are first, but how Pochettino is not happy at PSG, and he actually wants to be out of PSG. He has
He has
been
been great for Villareal this season. And Danjuma, okay.
okay. Thanks for reminding AD. Thanks for that.
Okay, yeah, thanks. And yeah, also of course tomorrow we watch along, of course, on Red Devils. Like always, you're gonna watch the game, right?
Yeah, it's at 11:15 p.m. Yeah, definitely, I'll watch
Yes,
it.
yeah, it's not that bad. And yeah, Michael Carrick ball tomorrow. Did you see his press conference today?
Yeah, he was talking about Oli. Then Harry Maguire was talking about the players that
Also,
are not being
apparently
left.
Carrick has done a press conference before. Like he did a press conference for Sevilla before when Jose got sacked.
Oh, didn't knew that actually. Actually, I
Yeah,
didn't
I
knew
think.
that.
Yeah, I don't know. Villarreal rocks in La Liga. Well, and also like I really, really want us to win this game because if we win this game, there's literally like we like it doesn't matter. We're top the group no matter what if we beat Villarreal in tomorrow's game, and that would be amazing because against young boys we could play anyone. Like Langa, Amash, they could get a chance. Dino could get a chance. Like so many players who haven't gotten a chance could get a proper chance. Wait, like is Hannibal and Shortire eligible to play, or can they not play because they aren't in the Champions League squad?
I don't know because but he is in the first team, right? Hannibal. He's in the first team, I guess.
He's in the first team, but I'm not sure if he was in the Champions League squad. I don't think he was.
Nah, he was not. Nah, yeah, yes, he was not.
Ahmad
But
and Ahmad was there, right? Ahmad and Langa.
yeah, Ahmad is. I would love Ahmad to start. Means I would love him to get more opportunities under
I
Potts.
don't see why he wouldn't start that game. I don't see why he would not start that game. And also, Pochettino is also very good at developing players. Let's not forget about that. He's good at development. He developed Alderweireld. I think he developed Harry
He
Kane.
developed Harry Kane. He developed
Daddy
Son.
Ali.
He's developed Son also. Because of him only we got get to know.
Oh yeah, Daddy Ali.
He
Youngman
developed
Son.
Christian Eriksen.
Ericsson. Who else is? Lucas Moura.
Then Dembele. Then Dembele. Another Dembele guy. Not
Oh,
Usman Dembele. Not Usman Dembele. Another Dembele guy.
okay. And Hugo Lloris, I think. Like maybe not actually because he's
Yeah, he was
old, but
no, but he got to know because we got to know Lugo Loris because of Poch only, and and Kyle Walker. Don't forget Kyle Walker.
Oh yeah, Kyle Walker, and also there was also wait, I feel like I'm forgetting someone.
Eric Lamela. Nah, not Eric Lamela. Not Eric Lamela.
Nah,
I guess Jan Vertonghen.
Musa Dembele.
Musa Dembele. Yeah,
Oh
Musa
yeah,
Dembele.
Van Trogen. Yeah, there's also in Dembele. Does he count?
Nah, not Ndombele. Ndombele, I guess he was out when Ndombele because Ndombele wasn't getting game time at all
Sissoko.
Yeah, Sissoko, Musa Sissoko. Then who was at the right wing for Spurs? I guess it was
I think
uh
it was Lucas Moura. I think.
no, not that no earlier Lucas Moura because he didn't used to he actually used Lucas Moura more as a striker. Actually, it is very he can actually develop so many of our players like. He can develop Sancho. He can develop means Rashford is all means he needs to develop more. Then we said what Tongan AD yeah so he can develop Greenwood, Hannibal, Ahmad, Sancho. He can actually use Ahmad as a backup for Sancho and Greenwood as a backup for Ronaldo.
I
Great
would
back.
love that, man. Like, because like this dream for me. Front three: Rashford, Ronaldo, Sancho. Backup left winger: Ahmad. Backup striker: Cavani. Backup right winger: Greenwoods.
Greenwood. No, but Ahmad as a left wing, I would actually use Ahmad as a false nine. I would show because actually I thought against Wolves last season he played so well at the as a false nine, Ahmad, and I actually want to see him get more. But actually he would be moving out of
But I'm
loan.
pretty sure his current position is soft left,
Ahmad, no, he's a right winger. Ahmad,
right winger. And yeah, like off the wing, his main position is.
but
But
Greenwood
how?
can also play
How
as
is?
well.
I think it's safe to say that Martial is done. I don't see how he gets in that team.
Yeah, Martial's actually done. He actually is leaving. I heard rumors that he's leaving for Newcastle.
Oh yeah, Martial. Oh yeah, we could start him against young boys. Maybe his last Champions League game for United.
Hope I thought he would be a great superstar for us, but unfortunately,
No, fun fact: the only clause that has not been broken on Anthony Martial's contract with Monaco is the clause of him being in the Ballon d'Or shortlist.
Oh, means that
Yeah,
means
like
I would
yeah, like
say
yeah, we had a clause with Monaco about we had to pay them a certain amount of money if Martial got in the Ballon d'Or shortlist.
means I won't means. One second, I will be back.
Okay. Bloody hell, we've been going on for a long time, 45 minutes. Bloody hell, we're gonna need an hour soon. Bloody hell, man.
One
Yeah.
thing,
What?
Joe Gomez has bloody 12 minutes in the Premier League.
That's more than. No, it's not actually. Okay, no, never mind.
It's exactly more than Donny in the Premier
No,
League
it's
right
not.
now.
Now, come on,
Yeah,
you
it
got
is.
45 minutes in the Prem, Donny, like
No,
last game.
Donny got 8 minutes, then plus 10, plus 45.
What? Watford's?
That's what 45 minutes against Watford.
Yeah.
45, 45 plus 8 against Newcastle, plus 10, plus 11 against City. Not 11 also, I would say 14 against City, plus 45 against Watford. This I guess more than Saul and Saul Niguez and Joe Gomez.
Well, yeah, I'm pumped up for tomorrow's game. I'll be so hyped if Donny starts. And I think we need Donny for this game as well, because to break down Villareal's low block, we're going to need a lot of our creative players. And Donny, Bruno, and Sancho linking up would probably cause Villareal's defense some issues. So, yeah, running out of here, but bloody hell, we're going on for a long time, 47 minutes, bloody hell. Wow, okay. So yeah. Anyways, guys, that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed next this match, I'd like button, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications to be notified when we upload our next video. Watch along, of course, tomorrow on Red Devils for the match for the Villareal versus Manchester United game. And yeah, please make sure to check out. Make sure to check out One MEFC.
Mohawk.
They're a fantastic.
Yeah.
They're a fantastic Manchester United fans, kind of like us. And of course, make sure to join the Red Devils Discord server as well. Link is in the description below. So yeah, we'll see you guys later. But I played United last time as well, losing the match. Yeah, let's see how we do tomorrow. So yeah, see you guys later.